Okay, hello Twitch. Hello TKO and Hawkeye. Thanks for stopping by. Let's get the camera back. Get rid of the BRB thing. Doo-doo. I heard a Norn sneezing a bunch, though now I don't hear it. Well, they have been eating lemons. Those are good if you're sick, I suppose. Where's the camera? There we go. Okie doke. Microphone's on, camera's on, BRB's away. Okie doke. Yes, that I knew for years that there's a huge modding community with this game, though it's only recently that I actually started trying mods. And I recently added this mod that adds the creatures one world, so we have the charm of the original planet that you can endlessly scroll around, and the charm of the sci-fi spaceship. We had 2 deaths while I was away, apparently. Oh, I also added an auto-namer, so that's where some of the weird names are from. I'm going to look into... I've heard there's a mod that, like, it's like an autopsy report thing that tells you what they died of. I'm gonna try and find that one. There's so many eggs because we got above what I had set the population limit at. And I decided not to raise the limit because with so many creatures at once, it started to get a little overwhelming. So many Norns. We had 2 more eggs in a pregnancy while I was away. These are busy Norns. Busy Norns. Let's see. I threw both of the Grendel eggs into the Piranha Lake, and they're just still there not hatched for some reason, but I'm not really complaining about it. I've never been one of those people who tried to raise the Grendels. I might get more into it, but for now, I'm happy for the Grendels to just not hatch. Playing this growing up, I would usually just throw them to the piranhas. They hurt my Norns. I don't like them. I know some people like them, but not one of them. Another pregnant Norn. Why are you hitting each other? Be nice. Who's hitting? Stop it. No hit Norn. I said no. Damn it. Why are they so aggressive sometimes? Okay, we do have some sort of coughing going on. Let's take this egg to the learning room. Stop hitting! Sheesh. Why are you being mean? Okay. To the learning room. There's so many eggs. As I say in the title there, we are to Generation 6. Egg. So many eggs. I moved some of the bamboo from the Norn Meso and the ship into this world, and it is going crazy right here. Norn eggs everywhere. There are drums right there, and yet you choose to hit the thing that you're not supposed to hit. This is a drum. Thank you. We have coughing going on. Where's the... Do I have one of the doctor thingamabobs on me? I do not. I have some kind of health potions, though. And antibacterial spray. And I have the thing that takes them to the doctor thing. Eat potion. I don't think you're the one I wanted to have it, but I think this one was sneezing. Whoop. And immediately hitting somebody. Stop hitting. It's rude. Doo-doo-doo. Well, it says she's fine. Give you some vitamins in case, I guess. Vitamins and antihistamines. Antibodies. And some vitamin C. I don't know. I have some antihistamine. Oh, there is some bacteria in histamine A, and there it is. There's the problem. Okay, has some antihistamine. Whoop. Sometimes I think I need to just directly inject antihistamines with how bad my allergies are. We'll give you some more of that antibacterial spray. Okay, the histamine's gone. I need to find the... It's annoying how it didn't bring the teleporter thingy with me. Okay, there you go. Let's also get you some antibacterial spray. Where'd the... Here's the stuff. Stands next to this antibacterial spray. Okay. Another death. Oh, that's an Etten. I haven't been paying too much attention to the Ettins. I'm just kind of letting them do whatever. They're not aggressive like the Grendels are. The only weird thing with them is they'll hoard technology. They'll just pick it up and take it with them. How's our fish population in here? Seems decent. I don't have a few more fish, though. Oops, wrong button. Oh, that button. Let's throw some more fish in the fish nursery, why not? R.I.P. Etten. Okay. Throw the egg in the learning room. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah? You've been in here a while. You should probably go to the second set of words. Who is this, anyway? Einhorn. The German word for unicorn. Generation 5. Erushi. Generation 5. Have the maximum population at 30 at the moment, though. I would like to start lowering it, because I realized this number of them gets a little crazy. I've been turning the creature voices off a lot too with this amount of them, especially when they're on the same place. I'll turn it back on for a bit, but it gets annoying when there's so many of them talking, especially with the learning machine going. I threw one of the beehives from the Creatures One world into the Norn area on the ship. I should be taking more snapshots of them. It used to be that their profile could show up on a website, though the servers haven't really been working for years, unfortunately. Still a big community of people online, but not the official stuff. I tried recycling these rocks, but it didn't really work. Bioenergy is only 5? Something might have gotten buggy with the recycler because of the mod. Because I tried to recycle Creatures 1 stuff. Like, it's increasing the energy, but the stuff's not disappearing like it's supposed to. Oh, that's another mod that I installed that I forgot to mention, that I usually, if you're playing this with Docking Station, which is these areas here, which are free to use. Usually if you're playing this with Docking Station, you don't have to go to the original, like bioenergy is just always at 100%, but I like it better when you have to recycle things to have bioenergy. And I like having the original unlockables that a Norn has to press them to get the technology working better. Or these buttons in various places that you have to get a Norn to press. Now that I've opened the doors a lot, the majority of you wandered out of here, huh? 2 deaths, R.I.P. Well, we have a bunch of eggs in here for whenever the population's a little lower. Which the occasional death is contributing to. Yeah, I need to look into that. Somebody wandered into the Grendel jungle. The eggs are still with the piranha, though. I think I got all of the buttons in here. Yeah, I don't see any left. The Creatures 1 mod also added the original little windows. Including, this is a thing that shows what the active Norn is looking at. Little egg hatchery. This is just some various stuff around the original world, huh? Oh, look at the teddy bear. Carrot. cheese. Coconut. Coffee. Honey provides energy and vitamins to creatures. Hooch. An alcoholic beverage for your creatures. Get them drunk. It is slightly toxic and makes creatures sleepy. Nightshade, don't want to meet in that. It just makes them sleepy? You'd think it would be poisonous. Potatoes, energy, and a little bit of starch. Radio. Well, that instantly takes you to different parts of the world. I hadn't realized that's the thing. That's nifty. Yeah, let's turn those voices off again. It gets annoying fast. Glad is an option. How many do we have right now? This is a Gen 1. One of the Creatures 1 type of creatures. It's not a very good first picture, is it? Let's get some of these antibiotics in here. Antibacterial spray. That bamboo really went crazy in here. Oh, excuse me, Bramboo. Definitely want to add some more mods for more rooms, and want to look into that, what was I saying? That autopsy report mod I've heard about to see what they died of. What was I looking into? I'm counting how many Norns we've got right now. 6. Wait, I can count, right? Yeah, 6, 12, 18, 20. Okay. We have 20. So I'll lower the limit to, 25. So we'll get to have a couple of eggs hatch. I think that should be how that works. Let's see if it'll let me throw one in the incubator. That should tell us if eggs are allowed to hatch. No, I guess I'd have to change things up a little more. It still won't let me throw one in there. I turned the population down because it was getting overwhelming. Everybody wandered out of here except this one. Eggenolf, Generation 5. Get a better picture of you. I wonder if there's a mod to see a family tree better. So you can go back through their parents, but you can't really look at it all at once. I wonder if there's a mod for that. It only tells you if they're still alive or not. Oop. I keep forgetting that if I scroll the mouse wheel, it switches locations. This is where originally you could teleport Norns to other people or have them teleported to you. There still are ways to share them with other people. I don't think the teleportation stuff really works anymore though. Well, I've seen at least sometimes people have made their own servers for it. I'm not sure if there are any right now or not. If anyone knows in chat, they are certainly welcome to contribute, but I'm not sure if there are any online at the moment or not. The official ones have been down for years. How long have you been hanging out in here? You're allowed to leave, you know. I think you've learned enough. You're allowed to leave. Have some cheese. I'd like to be able to see their family tree at a glance. I'll have to see if there's a mod for that. His parents are dead. Well, his father is anyway. Bob. I think that was the very first Norn. I named the first two Alice and Bob. I keep forgetting about the mouse wheel switching locations. Okay. Oh, that's the same one I was looking at. Who's this? Augusta. Gen 1, because I hatched her from one of the initial eggs in the hatchery. I have this sludge gun set up to attack Grendels, though for some reason, like I pointed out, that for some reason the eggs just aren't hatching after I threw them in with the piranha, but I'm okay with that, because I don't feel like messing with Grendels right now. Let's go around and see where Norns are at. Let's go in the submarine. I said let's go in the submarine. We all live in a Norn submarine. A Norn submarine. And like little seahorses and jellyfish. She pressed the button again. She's having fun, I guess. So take you where you point? Or I'm not sure what all of these are. Was that also like what's around the Norn that you're on at the moment? Yeah, I guess it is. It's nice they can see what they're looking at. It's kind of weird that they got rid of that in the later games. I'll leave that up on the screen somewhere and see what they're looking at. No thank you, bot. I say very clearly in the rules that you will be banned for such things. Banned, 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 banned. Banned, 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 banned. You're banned. I like the little music box thing here. What's that called? Like a Victrola? Pianola. Is that a combo of a piano and a Victrola? You can also place things on top of it. Still looking at the ball. There are two balls stuck in the submarine now. Why are you still speaking gibberish? You need to go learn some words. Learn words. I like the little fridge. Constantly full of food. This carrot has been washed and prepared for eating. Oh, I was trying to click on the fridge. Refrigerator. It vents various foods. Only if the door is closed can you move the refrigerator. You can move it. So many things of honey. What's this? This is the thing that makes breakable vases, I think. Yes, breakable jug venter. Let's throw some vases. I didn't think it threw it like that. Why was it throwing them like that? Oh, there was one vended, and apparently if you click on it, it makes it go flying. Breaking things is fun. Throw some up here. Put some in my inventory. Breakable jugs for everyone. Whoops, I broke it in the inventory. They're very breakable, aren't they? think they know the word throw. Throw toy. Why are you speaking Bibble? I leave that learning machine on constantly, and you're not utilizing it, apparently. Though I am happy they're wandering further than the initial area. They weren't for a while. Who's this? Cosette. She's pretty. She's a pretty combo of some different Norn breeds. I like the gray color and the yellow stars. She's pretty. She's chowing down on those lemons. Did she change color at some point, or was somebody in front of her? Somebody might have been in front of her. It's not a great picture, but she's sleeping among the lemons. This one looks similar to her. I like them, they're pretty. Apparently they're considered ancient if they're 5 hours old. Generation 4. Owena. Gen 1. Because it's from one of the eggs here. Need to be taking more snapshots of everybody. So this is on Steam. I should also be taking screenshots. I love taking screenshots. And I like posting screenshots on my social medias. Oop. I expected F12 to take a screenshot, but apparently that does something in the game. You can customize the function keys with shortcuts of your choice. Huh, I never realized that. Constantly learning something new about this game that came out in the 90s. That is cool, I never knew that. Here are some other shortcut keys. Hold down insert or delete to tickle or slap a Norn, which is how you give either positive or negative reinforcement. Behaviorism in action. I do love that sort of stuff as a person with a psychology degree. Escape, save, and quit. Home key takes you to the Norn terrarium. End key takes you to the jungle terrarium. I never knew all this. That's so cool. Control R saves and doesn't quit. Control S repeats the last sentence. I need to keep Control S in mind for the amount of times I'm trying to tell them to stop hitting each other. Control R saves. Home takes you to the Norn terrarium. Where's the home key? Home. Huh. End. Okay, it's a little borked because of the mod and because I'm on docking station. So it takes you to Norn Meso and the Albia mod here. Albia is the name of the creature's one world. And canonically, they are on a ship because they've been searching for a new world. But I will say in the canon of this specific universe of this save file that they found a new planet. But they still have the ship in orbit or something. Page up and down, select your favorite places. Control and plus or minus import or export selected creatures. Control H emergency hover dock finder. Oh, that is very useful. I keep losing those. That's so useful. Control H, huh? Huh. That's so cool. I never knew about all these shortcuts. Control R to save. I don't think that was the R button. It's a little hard to see what letter is what on my keyboard sometimes because I've had this gaming laptop for a couple years, and the very often pressed keys, some of them, the letter is really smudged on it. Especially because I have really dry hands, so I constantly have lotion on my hands. Never realized there were all these shortcuts I didn't know about. You don't know what you don't know. Kind of repeated myself a little there, but whatever. I never realized these things I didn't know. Still just one of you hanging out in here. Need some more of you hanging out in here. We have 2 pregnancies, even though we haven't had enough deaths to lower the population enough yet. Ah! Oh, looks like we might have something hatching finally. Or that egg was just getting bigger. I don't know. I forgot I threw all these breakable jugs in my inventory. Georgina, what generation are you? Generation 7. There's too many of them. I don't even remember all of them anymore. I need to lower my population around here. Who are you? What generation are you? I don't remember anymore. It immediately breaks it. It is very fun, isn't it? I got distracted. I meant to have some more heeple, and to have some more Norns go back to the Norn Meso, because everybody left it. Well, since you're here anyway, we can give you a checkup, Daniela. You've got some bacteria. Give you some antibacterial spray and see if the bacteria goes away. Oops. There we go. Okay, you seem fine now. Are you carrying something around, or... no, your feet are just kind of strange looking. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you about it. Okay. Huh? I must have thrown a Grendel out of the airlock at some point. It kind of sucks that one of the buttons to press is right in the airlock, so it's like, please press the button I want you to press without yeeting yourself into space, please. It's the challenge of having those unlockables is a Norn has to press them. You can't press them yourself. Are you just old or are you sick? It says you're adult, not an ancient yet. Here's the doctor thingy. Let's check your health. Hungry for starch. Don't I know what that's like? I'm always hungry for starch. No toxins detected. No bacteria. Oh, hello. Let me bring the chat up on the computer here. Hello, Alberis Ninville. Thank you for the first time chat. There's also Control-Shift-E to dump a bunch of food from the hand if you didn't know about them. About that one. I did not know. Thank you. Yeah, I never knew about all of these shortcuts. Appreciate learning shortcuts. Control-Shift-E. But it makes food, or is it only if you're carrying food? Whoa. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's so magical. Thank you. Just magical food all of a sudden. Wonder if I can throw it all in the recycler. And immediately see all of their drives on here. And I know why more games aren't like this, because it's so complicated to do, but I wish there were more games that had a system like this. That they have an entire neural network for how their behavior works, that they have different drives, and depending on which one's highest this is what they decide to do. Hunger for different kinds of things, starch, protein, fat, how hot or cold they are, if they're bored, if they're tired. I'm not sure what the difference between tiredness and sleepiness is. How friendly they feel. If they're angry or afraid or in pain, or lonely or crowded. The crowded one doesn't exactly work the best. I've seen a lot of people complain about they tend to crowd each other and keep complaining about it, but still crowd each other. I've seen there are mods to try and fix that. Yeah, Control-Shift-E, that is a very nice thing to know. Let's throw the food in the recycler. Though something's been buggy about the recycler, that I get the energy from it, but it hasn't really been making the stuff disappear like it's supposed to. Might be something bugged with it from the mods. That is a lot of food all of a sudden. Got some of everything here. Carrots, seeds, lemons. Let's throw it all in the recycler and see what happens. Can I do that directly in the inventory? I'm about to find out. I guess it won't let me. Well, now I know. I don't think it'll let me do that directly in the recycler either. Nope. I have to manually throw everything in there. Only up to 45 from all that? Yeah, it's not all actually recycling for some reason. I know it's possible to just have bioenergy constantly at maximum. I just like having to add more energy. You have to recycle stuff in the replicator to replicate more stuff. Tiredness is like you walked a long distance and need to sit down and rest. Sleepiness is you're ready for bed. I guess that makes sense. Like there's physical tiredness and there's tiredness like needing to sleep. Yeah, I guess those are different. Those are docking station carrots, so they might not have a bioenergy value at all, so they just get expelled. Maybe. And I also have at least 2 major mods, including the... I have noticed some of it is trying to throw the stuff from the Creatures One World mod into here. It doesn't seem to work, but then I started noticing other stuff. Maybe I messed it up by trying to throw Creatures One stuff in there. Or maybe just having the mod at all made it happen, I'm not sure. 2 more deaths. Oh, because of 2 deaths, we have had 2 births. The circle of life. Are you one of the new ones? No. Where are the new Norns? Oh, that one looks like a baby. The circle of Norn life. I don't really like that name it automatically gave you. Hey, how about just... Guy. He's a dude. He's a guy. Generation 7. Up to Gen 7. Where's our other new baby Norn? Famio. Surrounded by eggs. Oh, you've got the look of one of those OG Norns there. Gen 6. Let's give you a different name starting with F. No, it doesn't have to start with F. How about Frederica? Okay. Ooh, 2 more deaths, but that means room for more births. So we have had another birth. The circle of Norn life continues. I better lower the population quick. Well, I did want to allow some to hatch first. Friedrich. Gen 6. How about just Fred since we have a Frederica? Now we suddenly have a batch of Norn hatchlings happening. I don't like that name very much that it gave you. I like naming after gemstones sometimes. You're emerald, even though you're more blue than green. Whatever. Had a death. No, one of those Norn babies had something wrong with it, unfortunately. Sometimes unfortunately happens with realistic genetics. Foggy has been born. Apparently that was the one that had something wrong with it. Okay. Let's see. Now we finally have a few more Norns in here. I like this slime thing. Oh, you can move it. I didn't realize. It says it's here to entertain them. And it can make itself look like anything in its surroundings. Let's make sure these Norn babies learn some words. If only it was so easy to instantly learn an entire vocabulary. Let's get you learning all the words too. And I have seen there is a keyboard shortcut. Well, not a shortcut, but if you go into the it's basically part of the game that you can easily go into the command line of the game, and I've seen a way to instantly give them the entire vocabulary that way, but I haven't tried that before. I should try some of the command line stuff. It is really cool that you can do that. Yeah, it's there's its own coding language that I forget what the entire thing is, but it abbreviates to chaos scripting. And from the beginning, it's been very, very open to all sorts of modding, which is always really cool for a game to do. Speaking of modding, I'm excited that the creators of Inzoi, the life simulator, just a life simulator similar to The Sims, that I've streamed a couple times. It's in early access right now. Inzoi just released a modding kit, and they're going to be releasing more stuff for it. So they're very open to mods, which is great. And it's already so customizable to begin with. And the Sims community has such a huge modding community, but it's great that with Inzoi, from the get-go, you don't have to have as much technical knowledge to customize things a lot. And you can just easily download custom things from the website, which is really cool. Definitely going to be streaming more Inzoi. Back in the day, before patches, they would just line up at that drug machine and keep using it until they died. Those slimy machines are very addictive. Well, I guess maybe I should be glad we can't instantly learn a vocabulary like that then. I don't want to die because I learned a vocabulary instantly. I hope that's not where Duolingo is headed. Maybe that's where Duolingo's headed. Maybe I should completely quit using Duolingo. I've seen there's been some controversy about Duolingo leaning more heavily into using AI for how the lessons are set up and less human written lesson plans, which I wish they could just combine both personally, but it sucks to just not have people writing them at all. But maybe that's where Duolingo's headed. It wants to just be so addictive that that you won't eat or sleep. You'll just learn languages with Duolingo in fear that the owl will kill you if you stop. Control-Shift-C opens and closes the command prompt. Without the addiction. Yeah, I have looked into how to use the command prompt, and I have seen that before, though I didn't... I don't know if we can avoid AI chips in our brains. Even though I am cautiously on the pro-AI side, I would hope that we are not completely overtaken by AI overlords or have chips in our brains. Well, I don't know how I could have played this growing up and not be more towards the pro-AI side, with seeing what a complex neural network could do in a game with even 90s era technology, and things have moved forward so much since then. Yeah, I would hope to not be completely taken over by AI overlords. Control-Shift-C. Well, let's try it. Let's try Control-Shift-C, and I did just say I wanted to get used to the command prompt in here. There's the command line. Warning, you can damage your world with this utility. Well, and I want to get more used to command lines in general, since I do want to... I've been studying for my A+ certification for a while. Partially because IT as a field is just so much more accepting of autistic people than a lot of other fields. Let's see, what was that command? Targ, Norn, vocab. Is it the selected Norn, or is it whatever one I have selected? Oh, we had a death. Fred has died. What was wrong with him? I don't know what was wrong with him. It was just a baby. That's not very nice. One of the unfortunate things of realistic genetics in a game. Sometimes they have genes that are not helpful. Well, we have a new Norn here that we can try the vocab thing with. It's a selected one? Okay, cool. Oop. Shift, Control C, Shift, Control C. Oh, there we go. Okay. I clicked out of it, so it wasn't on it anymore. So target's target, but it's the selected creature. Or was it Targ Norn vocab? Once I start using this... Oh, it says invalid command. It says invalid command at token vocab. I am not sure. Was I supposed to have quotes around something, or... Oh, VOCB. I did not notice. I was looking at the chat on my phone because it wouldn't let me copy paste from on my browser. 4 characters, got it. VOCB. It says okay. So this new Norn has the whole vocabulary. I don't want to use this too much, but I'm gonna start using command line stuff now. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, I have looked into how to use it a lot before and recently, but never actually tried it before. So, always learning something new about this video game from the 90s. Fumiga, Gen 6. It is nice to have the creatures one thing back that you can see what they're looking at exactly. Yeah, I like stuff making learning fun, but I don't know about making it so addictive that you just die because you don't want to do anything else. And that's not great. What is this carnivorous looking plant? It eats bugs. I usually just try and avoid letting any of these bugs out of there, though. If only in real life you could just click on a question mark and right-click anything to learn about it. Of course, there are apps for that kind of thing, like, what's this plant? What's this rock? What's this constellation? Sometimes there's an app for that. What's Frederica up to here? Yeah, I first played this around when it first came out. I remember seeing the box for Creatures 3 in a store and being fascinated by it saying digital DNA in big letters on the cover. And I've been interested in actual genetics for years, partially because of playing this growing up. But yeah, the game's been around so long, but there's always something new to learn about it, and constantly new mods for it. You once trusted Apple Maps, and it told you to turn onto a railroad track and then into a brick wall, skeptical of the help your phone provides. Well, it's good to not trust your technology too much. It is nice to not have to print out the map anymore. I still remember when we had to do that. I'm an older millennial, so I still remember early internet and a bit of time before the internet. I remember having to print out the Google map. The MapQuest or whatever. I was on Tumblr a lot when I was younger, and at one point there was this trend on Tumblr that was, go to like a random point on Google Maps and just try and find an airport. There are games like that you can play with Google Maps. Yeah, MapQuest. And I'm one of those people that I love that in games and and on apps for real world maps, you can change how it rotates. So I'm one of those people that I'm not the most spatially aware person. So I'm the kind of person that if I have a paper map, I'll be turning it to be in the direction I'm facing. I'm that kind of person. It makes more sense to me if I can turn it to look at it from the direction where I'm at. Not the best spatial awareness. Should probably make sure there aren't too many Norns hanging out in the jungle, because they've been getting sick. I do really need to find that autopsy report mod, because I don't know what the deal with some of those Norns who died at birth was. I don't know what was wrong with them. We don't have any Norns in here. I prefer them to not be getting all those germs in the jungle. The Grundle eggs are still just hanging out with the piranha, not hatching, but I'm okay with that. We have a Norn who laid its egg on the bridge for some reason. What are you doing? Why are you just... Are you stuck sitting there after you laid your egg? What is wrong with you? Let's get you checked out. What the heck are you doing? Well, I guess you're fine? Okay. How about you go back to the Norn Mesa? We don't have many of you left in there. This is the thing that teleports them to the Norn 1 world here. Why don't you hang out in here? There aren't many of you left in here. Who's making the dying noises? I don't like that. Who's doing that? No bacteria, no toxins. You're bored? You've got stuff to do in here. Need some more toys in here? I think that robot ended up out here for some reason. Let's give them the robot back. Let's throw this egg in here. Here, have this breakable jug too. Have this robot. Toy. Push. Toy. There you go. If you're bored, you should try playing with some toys. Life advice. The kind of person who gets lost in a large restroom. Yes. It's spatial navigation can be tough for some of us. Somebody broke the jug. Those flying things are weird. What are they? Hey, let me click on you. Stand still. It's an ugly. Uglee. This hard-skinned predator is very long-lived, mean, and some believe it was a forerunner to the race of Grendels on Alpia. The Ugly spend a lot of time basking, only interrupting their rest to periodically check out the area they are in. They have a penchant for gnarler eggs. I could see them being a precursor to Grendels, I suppose. What is beeping? Stop beeping. I want there to be some fish in this water. How about some of the little sharks? I think... Okay, that didn't work. Sorry, sharks. It's a little small for sharks anyway. Now we need some more fish in here. We don't really have any left, do we? There were originally fish in here. The birds need fish to eat, too. Oh no, the bird! We need both fish and birds in here. Lorn Life Launcher. This machine injects life forms into the world. Just looking for fish. There's a fish. Ah, where'd the fish go? Did it go where it's supposed to go, or did it just... Is there just a random fish here? Where is it? I don't see the fish. I wanted to put it in the water where it's supposed to go. Just flopped to its death, I guess. I don't see it anywhere. Where the hell is the fish? Of course, I might not have had enough energy anyway. Maybe it didn't... Yeah, it probably didn't work. I probably didn't have enough energy. Yeah, must not be enough energy. It's not working. Oh, no. I pressed the button to turn it off, didn't I? Is the other button. I'm pressing the wrong button. It's that one. There we go. We got a fish. Throw it in the pond. I was pressing the wrong button. Is the bird gonna immediately eat it after I threw it in there? Oh, we have a bird. Okay, it's this button to inject it. Fish, throw it in the pond. Fish. Not enough energy. Need more energy for a third fish. Poor Grendels. The creatures won. Grendels are adorable, and they were hard-coded to be mean, even if they tried to be nice. I'm not really a Grendels fan. I usually just kill them somehow. Though I know you can also splice Grendels with your Norns and all kinds of stuff like that. You don't care for the Yettins being like the Grendels. I'm kind of neutral about the Yettins, I guess. I just kind of ignore them usually. I get annoyed when they grab all my tech, but I just kind of let the Yettins be. I think the auto-namer's been automatically naming the Yettins too, though. If there even are any around. Ducko. The auto-namer named somebody Ducko. Gen 4. Ancient. About 5 hours old. Ducko. Here's the Norn alcohol, the Norn hooch. Let's get some Norns drunk. I don't need to add alcohol use to the warnings for this, do I? And we have a death. Let's put some booze by the fridge. Mankey? Weird. Hooch, also known as Mankey. Slightly toxic and makes them sleepy. This is booze. Let's drinking some of it. R.I.P. Augusta. And do we have a birth? The circle of life. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Fita? I don't like that name. Let's name her something else. About Frida instead of Fita. Just a slight change. Gen 6. Accidentally had the cursor in there. Let's try the vocab thing again. How did that work? Targ Norn VOCB. There we go. Immediate vocab. No, I don't want to quit. I just wanted to get out of the... I forgot. Control-Shift-C again. Okay. Are you okay? Are you sick? Where's the doctor thingy? You're holding it. Eh? No toxins. No bacteria. What is going on with you? No bacteria. No toxins. You're bored. Need some more entertainment around here, apparently. There's a cat at my feet. Hi, kitten. Push toy. Apparently we need some more entertainment around here. Hi, kitten. Let's grab these toys that are sitting in the jungle for some reason. And why are you sitting in the jungle? You should not be here. You will get sick if you are here. Get out of here and put that down. It's annoying me. Go through the door. Ah. The hell was that? Is there a Grando alive? No? It's an animal, I guess. Get out of here. It's bad for your health. I said get out of there. Put that switch down. It's annoying me. Drop it. Okay, let's see if you got sick from being in there. There's a cat behind me. Let's see. Can I move the camera so you can see the cat? There's the cat. There's kitten. It's a kitten. It's a kitten. Yawning. We're boring. I see how it is, cat. Seems fine. Let's give you some antihistamine and antibodies anyway. Yep. Somebody just teleported in. Unknowns. I guess that's so you can inject your own chemicals, probably. Okay. Go back to the Norn home. Have a death. R.I.P. Ermhilda. It's a carrot vendor? Yep. Vends delicious and nutritious carrots. And we have a birth. The circle of life. For Geo. Gen 6. Their parents are dead. Let's have them learn the vocab with the machine. There we go. Alright, I grabbed these toys for you guys to play with. Since you keep getting bored. And there she goes, clicking the learning machine over and over. Our future of Duolingo taking over the world. Keep learning or Duo will kill you. The owl is always watching. Got another death and another birth. The circle of Norn life. Fukaju. Fukaju. That sounds a little bit too much like fuck you, which is funny, so I'll keep it. Let's have you learn your vocab from the learning machine. Gen 6. Her mom's alive. Let's see if her dad's still alive. Yeah, I'll have to look up if there's some sort of see their family tree at a glance mod, because I'd like to have something like that. Her parents are still alive. Gen 6. So we have at least one Gen 7 running around somewhere. I think I will probably be ending the stream somewhat shortly. So appreciate everyone stopping by. I'll have to find somebody to raid. And let's feed Nugget the Dragon here. And let me get the info for the dragon up here. Let's feed Nugget again. I keep meaning to update. I can input things for Nugget to say at whatever interval I pick for in the chat there. And I'll also say things about follows and whatnot. I think I am gonna... I usually stream a little bit longer, but I started a little later than I meant to. Oh, it actually has almost been 2 hours, which I usually try to go for about 2 or 3 hours, so it's not too bad. But I think I will raid out. Let's see who I follow. Then The Sims works. I see somebody I follow playing The Sims. Hi, cat. I am ending the stream, and then I can see if you have food. Yes, yes, meow. Yes, yes, meow. You're a menace. You're a menace, kitten. Get out of the way. I'm going to raid somebody playing The Sims 4. So, similar? Yes, similar, alright. Similar simulation going on. Thank you everyone who stopped by. Until next time, I think for next week, I'll finally have a schedule up for the week, and I think I'm going to start doing it weekly, because I've seen a lot of people only have a schedule for the coming week, and I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier, because it was adding to the choice paralysis of what to do a bit that I was like, I felt like I was stuck to playing the same games, having the same stuff on my schedule every week for a while, but I'm the one in charge of my own streams. It's not like I can't change it per week if I want. So it sounds like a good compromise to just have it set ahead for the week ahead. So I'm planning to do that soon for next week, so look out for that. We will raid somebody playing The Sims, and thank you everyone who stopped by. Sage 3875. Get out of here, cat. Oops. I didn't need an ad there. There we go. Okay, raid time. And fairly well until next time, Twitch. This was fun. Raid time. Raid time.
Hey, Cypher, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it.